Wow.
Wow.
Well, this is some consolation prize for Jessica Lucero.
Right.
She now owns all of the 58 kilogram records. What a performance for her.
She's really inspiring. She has been incredible.
She is now our back-to-back American or national champion at 58 kilos.
Wow.
She now owns all 3 American records.
I would say the most scared I've ever been to compete is the Olympic trials. 13 years of training and working towards this one day that can make or break you. After the 2015 World Championships, we knew what I needed to hit at the Olympic trials. We knew when Olympic trials were. Christian had just lost his job in Colorado. I was making money through USA Weightlifting, but I had recently stopped coaching because I was traveling so much to go back and forth to Amy so she could watch me train. So when he lost his job, it was kind of like, shoot, what are we gonna do? Do we move to NorCal, to Catalyst, to train with Amy and Greg and put in everything I can for this Olympics, or do we compromise and go to Southern California and live with his mom so we at least don't have to pay rent, but he can drive to Costa Mesa 2 hours every day to train with his coach and his team, and then I can have an easier flight from SoCal to NorCal to train with Amy and Greg, because at the time they lived in Northern California.
In 2016, when she did not make the Olympic team, of course it was heart-wrenching. Because that was our goal. But I also really believe that she wasn't exactly entirely ready then. Like, we needed another 6 months or another year. And it just wasn't the perfect day. Like, the stars didn't align and it just wasn't our time. I wasn't so broken about the Olympics because she had the meet of her life. And I was so proud of her for what she did. She broke 3 American records. She became the best 58 kilo lifter our country ever had. It was an amazing day. And that can't be overshadowed by the fact that she didn't make the team.
This is gonna be an American record attempt, a second shot for Jessica Lucero, 93 kilos. This is what it's all about right here.
She is more than capable of making this. Wow. I'll tell you, so Jessica has had an interesting career.
She's had a rough time for a while.
Very rough time in the beginning, and as of the last year or so, she has really become a clutch lifter.
You know, she had competitions every couple months, sometimes every month, and so we were traveling a lot for that. And then a week after that, I had regionals. That was a qualifier for the CrossFit Games, and so I don't really remember the first part of that year, just because those 2 weekends were stuck out so much in my head that, I don't really remember anything else. Unfortunately, she didn't make the Olympics. You know, being there and experiencing that did so much to make her, who she is today and make her the better lifter that she is today. Also me, being there with her is a great experience for me because I see the ups and downs. I'm a part of that journey with her, and so it definitely helps me when I compete and helps me just because I am going through that. I am in the back with her. I feel kind of a lot of those same emotions and that adrenaline, spike and go down and spike and go down, and kind of you're basically in the competition without being actually lifting. So it does feel a lot like competing and a lot like the same emotions and the same energy.
He had like this amazing push that I didn't understand. And there's some like weird jealousy things, like, well, I don't understand. Like, I knew he would make the games. I know he has even more in him than just making the games. But it was hard for me to not make the Olympics that year and then him make the games, where I was like, oh gosh, like, what could I have done differently for me to be successful? I was, of course, really happy for him to make the games, but at the same time, it was kind of like heartbreaking for me. And looking back, I wasn't ready to make the Olympics in 2016. I wouldn't have performed at the Olympics the way I would want to. I have bigger dreams now. It wasn't my time, and it was Christian's time, and that's okay.
You know, it was almost like doing that for us, you know, because we're in this together, we go through all of these together. So being able to make the games was kind of like, I feel like something that we shared, and, you know, because we kind of share all of the things that we do athletically, you know, and could kind of give her a little bit of, you know, joy and happiness and sense of accomplishment, even though, you know, she didn't accomplish what she wanted to 100%.